The fourth race of the Enjey Racing Series 2011 season would be held at Mosport for the Kroger Mosport Showdown. Brad Richer would win the pole award, as he's been showing some great signs of being a good road course driver the past couple of years. He won last season at Windsor. He takes the green with Daniel Lecklater to his outside, and the two Op Inc. cars sweep the second row, Jonathan Ringer and Mike Oppenheimer. Todd Bradshaw started in, I believe, the 20th spot, so great qualifying positions for Op Inc. Tyson Lautenschlager, our point leader, would start near the front of the field, I believe in 9th. He'd have a new paint scheme on this car for this race and a few other races this season. Chad Lipinski, last week's winner, would start near the front as well, as you see him getting passed by Todd Bradshaw right there. He is not known to be a great racer on the road courses, so we'll see how that bears out today. Lap 1 still, Daniel Lecklater is going to take the lead away from Fred Richer's 4 cars, all battling for the top spot. Lecklater, Richer, Oppenheimer, and Gerolds all have a shot at the top spot heading down to the last corner. Fred Richer gets into the grass. Daniel Lecklater takes the lead. Richer comes back into Mike Oppenheimer. However, nothing would go on there. But however, Justin Bazzani is going to lose the car off the last corner and crash out, and he would finish 42nd. Lap number 2, Grant Jacobs. He is going to get off the course, and that would end his day. And Grant Jacobs, that is not good for point standings for him. Carson Crompton's going to do the exact same thing the next lap, and he's been having some great runs lately, and it won't be that way today. Mike Oppenheimer on lap number 4 is going to take the lead away from Daniel Lecklater and the number 27, two rookies dueling it out at the front of the field at the Mosport road course. So this is definitely not what people expected to see, but let's see Tyler D for getting into the barriers. This is shaping out to be a great race already thus far. Ringer would eventually take the second spot away from Michael Carter, who inherited it a lap later. And then we see Greg Sauer and Luis Tellez crashing on lap number 7, and Matt Conti spins off the track on the same lap as we're just going through a series of crashes. We see Jared Cash and the 10 of Bill Sabo getting into the barriers as well. As finally it would calm down, we could have our green flag pit stops, our first round on lap number 14, or 11 through 14. Here's Oppenheimer making his stop, and here's another wreck. Aaron Fisher getting into the barriers on lap number 14. Mike Oppenheimer would get out of the pits first. Second would be Jonathan Ringer, his teammate. Op Inc. running 1-2. Michael Carter third, Kenny Gerolds fourth, and Sean Donnelly running fifth. Second round of green flag pit stops would be on lap number 21. Oppenheimer came in on lap 24. And on lap number 24, Will Legge would smack the barriers, and that would end his day as the rookie, who's been running spectacular first 3 races of the season, will not have a good race today like many others. Few cars stayed out a bit longer. Brad Simmons, Jacob Williams, to name 2 of them. See, they're all right there. All the cars that you just saw go into the pits were the ones who stayed out. As we see the running order as they come into the pits, Oppenheimer leads, Ringer second, Gerolds third, Donnelly fourth, Carter fifth, Lecklater 6th, and we're waiting on the next car. Fred Richer 7th, Alex Jadson 8th. I couldn't tell who that was in 9th and 10th. Final round of green flag pit stops would be on lap number 31, and then the 03, 94, 42, and 26, just like last time, stayed out longer. However, they would not pit this time, and they were conserving fuel on the racetrack. Oppenheimer would catch them, but Simmons would take the white flag and come off turn number whatever, the final corner. Brad Simmons uses fuel and wins the Mosport Showdown. What a bad break for Mike Oppenheimer. He had the dominant car of the race, led 27 laps, but Brad Simmons and Jacob Williams save fuel and hold off the 99 to take the victory. So Simmons wins his first race of the season, his 8th all-time, and he would move into 19th in the all-time wins list, I believe. Jacob Williams second. Mike Oppenheimer, great run for him. He led 27 laps, as I just mentioned, and he would finish third. Herb Cilantro fourth. Jalen Scranton fifth. Jen Smith 6th. Ted Hendricks 7th. Patrick Eichholz 8th. Jonathan Ringer 9th. And Cody Lochner in 10th. Ringer should have got a better finish over those cars who saved their fuel, would get in the way of a good run for him. Point standings. Mike Oppenheimer would not win the race. However, he will be the points leader. A rookie points leader on top of Patrick Eichholz in second, just 5 points behind. Cody Lochner sits third, 20 points behind. Tyson Lautenschlager, fourth. Fred Richer, fifth, 40 points behind Mike Oppenheimer. Michael Carter, sixth. Jacob Williams, what a surprise, he's in seventh. Chad Lipinski, eighth. Sean Donnelly, ninth. And Bo Van Pelt in 10th. Donnelly and Van Pelt have run one race less than the rest of the top 10, may I point out. Next race, South Boston, Walmart 300. It should be a thriller. We'll see you then.